Hi, my name is Coldbeer, and let's start with Disciples Liberation. This is a mature, dark fantasy strategy RPG with turn-based combat similar to one we're used in Heroes of Might and Magic. Well, if Disciples and Heroes were humans, Heroes would be this kid with blonde hair and loose shirt with palm trees all over it, and Disciples would be his goth brother sacrificing goats to Satan. So which one of these guys would you want to be friends with? Of course with Goth, way cooler kid, although struggling in life, just like Disciples Liberation struggles with mostly positive review score it has. But keep in mind that bad reviews are mostly given by players who live in the past, with nostalgia for Disciples 2, a game that was released 20 years ago. I can only imagine how hard it would be for a person like that to live everyday life.
Oh man, this new movie is not as good as that old one. Yeah, 20 years ago computer games had a soul and today it's just pure commerce. MTV was a real channel back then. Young people forgot how to keep real conversation. Back in my days.
Oh, shut up! If you recognize yourself, then geez man, life is hell for you. So in those brand new, amazing Disciples Liberation, you will get an 80+ hour single player campaign and can experience a dark fantasy story with more than 270 quests and objectives and 5 unique endings to unlock. That is as modern as it can get. And if you are still struggling with a decision, you can download and play the demo version on Steam absolutely free. No Man's Sky. The voyage here is up to you. Will you be a fighter preying on the weak and taking their riches, or a merchant who will find rich resources on forgotten worlds and exploit them for the highest prices? Or maybe an explorer? Go beyond the known frontier and discover places and things that no one has ever seen before, like a giraffe or something. We all know those aren't real. No Man's Sky procedurally generates the whole universe. It's still a bit smaller than your mama, but it will be enough for you to dive in for a few days at least. Or maybe more. A lot of people who leave comments on Steam have from 20 to 150 hours of playtime. That is a great result. Divinity Original Sin 2. Made by the same studio as Baldur's Gate 3, this is one of the best RPG games ever created. Overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam can confirm that with ease, and people in the comment section are openly saying that this may be the best game they have ever played in general. But, you know, you shouldn't trust people that easily. Once my friend said that potato salad with pineapple is the best salad. I deleted that friend from my life, but the phrase is still hard-locked in my brain. That is horrible. Also keep in mind that this is a serious game for adults. It has dark and gloomy world and sexual content, but don't worry, it will keep your virginity as strong as ever. Original Sin 2 will take about 200 hours of your boring life, and that is really amazing. Maneater. Have you ever wanted to become a shark? To be honest, it doesn't really matter what you want. I'm sorry, that was a rhetorical question.
I wanna be a pelican, mommy!
Shut up, little Timmy. Eat your moss in silence.
Anyway, Maneater will let you experience the ultimate power fantasy as the apex predator of the seas. Become a shark and eat someone. Maneater is a single-player, open-world action RPG. I can only guess that you weren't expecting that. You will start as a small shark pup tasked with surviving the harsh world while eating your way up the ecosystem. To do this, you will explore a large and varied open world encountering diverse enemies and prey, both humans and wildlife. Find the right resources and you can grow and evolve far beyond what nature intended. This is fortunate because you can get revenge on all those filthy fishermen. Outer Wilds. It was named Game of the Year 2019 by Giant Bomb, Polygon, Eurogamer, and The Guardian, so that alone should grab your attention. If it grabs something else or somewhere else, call the police. Here you are, the newest recruit of Outer Wilds Ventures, a space program searching for answers in a strange, constantly evolving solar system. You will have to find out what lurks in the heart of Amino's dark bramble. Who built the alien city on the moon? Can the endless time loop be stopped? And why potato salad is so delicious? Answers await you in the most dangerous reaches of space. Game has overwhelmingly positive reviews, so you can't be wrong with this one. Solasta, Crown of the Magister. In Solasta, you will take control of 4 heroes, each with unique skills that complement one another. Every hero express themselves in the adventure, making each action and dialogue choice a dynamic part of the story. You will create your heroes just as you would in a pen and paper game by choosing their race, class, personality, and rolling for their stats. Except that you can't have full freedom here anyway. If you, let's say, want to play as talking hairy balls from space, it's not an option, and that's a shame. This class should be available available in every RPG game, altogether with Potato Salad Man, Beer Bender, and Stan from Coldberrystan. Yeah, so in general, if you like games like Baldur's Gate, this should be a no-brainer for you. Solasta has very positive reviews, although I just noticed one weird thing. Solasta isn't compatible with Steam Deck. It may not be a big deal now, but in the future it can really hurt the sales a bit. Anyway, it's a great game, you have my sincere recommendations. The Pathless. This is a perfect game for fans of Journey and Abzu. Here you'll become the Hunter, a master archer who travels to a mystical island to dispel a curse of darkness that grips the world. Soar through the air and forge a connection with your eagle companion, perform fluid acrobatics and execute awesome trick shots with a unique archery system that allows effortless shooting while moving at high speeds. The evil won't rest until the world is destroyed, so what are you waiting for? And I know that you're concerned about the most important thing. Can you pet the bird? And yes, you can, so it's automatically a good game. Also, it has very positive reviews on Steam. Aliens Fireteam Elite. Have you ever wanted to be a protagonist in an Alien movie? If yes, then you need to play Alien Isolation, because this one is nothing like the movies. Although it's really fun to play if you have a friend or two, you can play in single player as well, but I assure you that if you want full experience, you will have to find some friends. I know, that can be mission impossible, but you can try anyway. So here you will be exploring some friendly planet filled with friendly fauna and live in harmony all together. Except you don't. This game is a carnage where you will have to battle through hordes of different types of xenomorph, customize your character and gear, and level up as you try to contain an ever-growing threat. I especially like the diversity of enemies in this game. They really took their time to create some nasty monsters. This game itself is basically Left 4 Dead, just with aliens. I think it's great, and 82% of Steam reviews are also positive. What remains of Edith Finch? 17-year-old Edith Finch is the last surviving member of the eccentric Finch family. All of her immediate relative and family have died violently at a young age, leading to rumors about a family curse. Now Edith is on her way to her Finch mansion, a bizarre ramshackle building hidden deep within the forest of the state of Washington. Once there, she intends to research her family's history and learn the truth behind the alleged curse. While this can sound like a horror game, it's actually just a nice tale about one family that is more interesting than, you know, your own family or mine. That's why we are gamers, to be honest. Greedfall. You'll have complete freedom in character progression. Play as a male or female, customize your appearance and freely choose your abilities, spells and skills. So nothing like, "You are Henry, son of a blacksmith" bullshit here. And I know that many of you want to create your own protagonist instead of playing something that is created for us. Well, maybe Witcher was an exception to this rule, but most of us want to play characters that resemble us in ethnic or in some other way for better immersion, not because we are all racist or something. Greedfall was created in 3 years and its budget was about $5 million. For a AAA open world game, it's a bare minimum for it to be good. Somewhat similar budget had the Kingdom Come Deliverance team, and Skyrim's budget was about 100 million. For this you can literally create 20 games like Greedfall, so don't expect miracles from it, but Greedfall is a really decent game. And as I've said so many times, about 7 vodkas out of 10. And now don't forget to check out GOG Weekly Sale as well. You will find the link in the description below. All the games on GOG are DRM free and refunds are supported for up to 30 days. Way friendlier place than Steam. Thank you for watching. Linkiu visiems geros dienos ir iki susitikimo kitą kartą.